You never know.
There it is.
It says that we are live. Yeah. Officially warm welcome everyone on Zoom, all our dearest friends on Zoom, and warm welcome everyone who is watching us on YouTube. We will try to stick together like without any movement because we are with one device. With one device.
Yeah, because we're outside, there's some car are passing, and
Yeah, we decided to put
maybe
this.
sound is better with this.
You can hear as well, see as well, and yeah, in YouTube I'm going to put. Okay, yeah, I'm going to put. Okay, the chat is not stable. It's not visible yet. Where is the chat? How can I put the? Okay, I'm going to put the link for Zoom in a while. Remind me if I forgot, please, friends who are watching us on YouTube. Just remind me. In case you have the link for the from the last time, it is the same.
Okay.
Again, your internet connection is not stable.
Are you?
Your video is frozen right now.
Yep, very good.
Is it okay? Connection? It's good.
No, the video.
Wow.
Oh, there. Now
Don't
it's
know what
back.
to do.
Now it's okay. Okay. Maybe
It's
you-
back.
I stay like this with the phone.
No, give me the phone. Yeah, give me.
That's right. Hold your hands up like an antenna.
Yeah.
There is a rose here.
Yeah. Okay.
It's okay. Okay, I'm going to hold the phone like that.
Okay. The topic is your perfection. Stop doubting.
Stop doubting that. Yeah.
What this word points to?
Perfection, you mean?
Your perfection. All this story about separation, separate self, which is dropped here in the middle of this wild thing and should fight in order to survive. All this is a very traumatic story. And the seeing of all this is through this filter of this traumatic story. And now the message is that all this is just a story. Yes, it's not pleasant, but it is just a story. And perfection is like this. So all this appear as this beauty. Let's say that this is made from gold. Gold appear as this.
It smells beautiful.
And also the gold appear as this beauty also. This is for you.
Thank you.
And as absolutely as everything right now, in this very moment, this miracle, life or whatever, or gold appear as everything. And the invitation here is to just to notice the trauma which is here. This absolutely never mind. Is there someone is this no self is seen or not?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
In the
matter.
end, it doesn't matter. When the belief is not there, it doesn't matter. Is there a self or no self? In a way, it doesn't matter.
Yes. Invitation here is to notice that so there is a trauma and something like I cannot see that this is made from gold.
Or can I add also something? Because when we say trauma, and at least the experience here, when I hear that word, trauma, and immediately some kind of images about something horrible and terrible. No, it's not like that. It's not needed to be something terrible and horrible, but trauma can be the way my mom used to tell me, "How dare you go out like that?" This is trauma. And trauma can be also Lubo's father telling him, "Man, don't cry. Behave like a man. Behave like a big boy." So this is just a brief example, because when we say trauma, it's
Yeah.
not something terrifying
Yeah.
or horrible. Of course, that can happen as well, but we mean all this
Yeah.
feeling of I am not belonging here, I am not worthy, I need to fix myself, I need to show up in a way that I will be acceptable. This is trauma.
Yeah. And trauma is also that there is a self. So this self should, трябва да докаже,
Should prove.
should prove that is good self. But тази роза трябва ли да докаже, че е хубава роза?
But this rose, does it need to prove that it is a good rose? Or is there a need to prove that the yellow is good enough?
So invitation is all the beauty, all this gold appear as this. And absolutely doesn't matter that someone will say, this is not good enough. Shame on you, or whatever. This is made by gold. It is like to shame this rose. You are too yellow. You are not red like usual rose. You are shame on you. Ти си лоша, без късмет.
You are you have no luck.
You have no luck. Yeah. But this is absolutely nonsense. So invitation, not everything as gold, and let's play this game. This gold is dirty. You are not good gold. This doesn't mean that gold is become steel or true
Or something else.
or something else. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the invitation is to look why, like, what needs to be done in order for the perfection be felt, let's say. For example, if there is no sense that I am perfection, I'm perfect as I am, exactly as I am at this moment. So where is this feeling comes from, or where are these thoughts come from? That I need to do something, I need to become perfect.
Yeah, that I'm not
just,
God. Yeah.
Yeah, and just if there are something like that, there is something like that going on, just gently we can bring attention there and be with that feeling, nothing else. We don't need to figure it out why this feeling is here, from where it is came, who brought that here, mom, dad, teacher, whatever, friend. No, we don't go there.
Yeah.
We just meet that feeling with love and acceptance.
And also we can investigate where is this wrong one? Where? The judging thoughts or someone else is judging this or this or this. But where is this which is wrong? No need to prove anything. Well, exactly like this rose, no need this rose doesn't need to prove that this is rose, that this is beauty, that this is perfection. And this here is absolutely the same. And invitation is just to bring attention to this. Oh, so everything is God, including this. Oh. And then all these programs which are here to protect this transgression,
This wrong thing,
this wrong thing,
this non-perfection.
yeah, to protect this non-perfection from the perfect world. Mhm. These programs are, there is no need for this from these programs because everything is God. God appear as this. So all this is hope. All this is how to say
Help.
help. Mhm. And then suddenly everything which these famous non-dual speakers are talking about is wow. Wow, everything is here. Mhm. Nothing is separate from nothing. Everything is God. God which appear right now in this very moment. Because the fear and I should prove or should rather
Achieve.
I should achieve something disappear because everything already is. Oh. And now it is obvious that there is no time. Everything will become clear. Only this traumatic story about someone separate and wrong, which is here, and all these want to kill it. And oh, this is not like this.
Mm.
Mhm. So that's why this is the topic. We are perfection.
You are.
You are
We are.
perfection.
Probably we are.
perfection.
We are is the better title, but you are because it's pointing. And now I'm just listening to voices or thoughts or I don't know which are saying, okay, now there is you. There is no you, and now there is you, which is a perfection. How come? How come? It's all paradoxical. It's all possible. There is no you as a separate entity, but you are that perfection.
Yeah, everything is made by God. This doesn't mean that there is no God. Mhm. Mm.
For those of you who are watching us on YouTube, I just put the link for the Zoom. You can jump here.
Yeah.
If you want to.
Mhm.
Yeah, and after this brief introduction, if someone wants to share something, please feel free to share. I can put that here, but it's and when we gather like that, the obvious fact that there is a perfection, and this is what am I, I am that perfection as well, because everything is perfection and I'm not separate from that perfection. In a way, becomes clear, or as if the doubt that I am also perfection softens.
without this shame, this narrative and fear that there is something wrong, then it is obvious that there is all this which appear right now in this very moment. And this is what is. This is goal.
There is a question here. If someone else, if someone wants to share, feel free to share, and I'm going to read. Elat. Hi, Luchana. I have to do, or so I join you from here. Beautiful Rose. Yeah. Hi. Trust always good. Yeah. Of course, you can join us from there. I mean, from YouTube, of course. It's our perfection.
Yeah, and gold is moving by itself, like a rose.
You want that rose?
Yeah, from the and this here is moving.
I also would like to share something related with that. These feelings of shame, unworthiness, or whatever is there. That these are also doors.
Yeah, wonderful doors.
Wonderful doors.
Also anger.
Mhm.
I found that anger is amazing because anger, how to say, fight or win again all traumatic stories and feelings and guilt and shame and anger. It's, I don't care anything. And then, oh,
Yeah, anger clears the space.
because this is stop quiet because anger is cute.
Can I, Luchana, ask this, Tommy?
Hi, Tommy.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Can I ask a question regarding perfection?
Yeah.
You can ask and share whatever you wanna.
I mean, can you elaborate on? I can kind of understand and feel that everything is perfection. There is everything is arising, and everything is as life is represented as a flower, as a tree, as a human body. That's quite clear. But then also we are the empty space around it, and I can't really. There's separation because I see the consciousness as empty space, but then if I see a flower, it's kind of like a separate thing. But I understand that there is like consciousness in the flower, but also in the empty space, but it's not the same. I mean, it's two different things, and this is a bit confusing for me.
What do you? Wow. Okay.
That's the
Would you like?
consciousness.
Yeah. What?
Consciousness думался.
Yeah. What kind of meaning you put in that word consciousness? It's. I would like to put a light there. What do you mean saying consciousness? What do you mean by consciousness?
Yeah.
Why by the word consciousness?
Just check your direct experience. Which one is this word? So to be sure that
A direct
we
experience.
find the same
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, a direct
Like we
experience.
named this rose.
What is
call it
consciousness
something.
at direct experience? How consciousness can be experienced right here, right now. As an image, you can see consciousness, hear consciousness.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
What is consciousness from your direct experience?
I think I kind of understand it as an observer. I mean, like observes everything. And when I see it like that, I see the things that I observe as separate. And maybe there's a misunderstanding here. So this is my.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Good catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good catch.
So this is something like there is reality. So what is? And and if there is a knowing of this, so there is a knower and separation.
And known as well.
Yeah. And there is a separation. But here is you are everything. Let's say totality have or has infinite layers. But everything is totality. There is no one else, nothing else. So from I observe this, I'm consciousness, and I observe this rose. Here, everything is God. So everything is God. And God appear from nothing. And nothing appear as this.
Even the empty space
But
around the rose.
yeah, but not around, but as you can check body in the body, what is there? Nothing. Yeah, your direct experience inside, just sensations, but sensations are not something like a stones or earth or whatever. Blood, meat, whatever. Flesh, yeah. So nothing appears as this. And the beauty is to notice that this is made by God. Everything is made by one and the same. And you, how to say, dissolve in this. And then there is no boundaries. There is nothing which you can point with I, because this and this, there is a lot of, there are a lot of appearance or whatever. So right now, let's say the goal is to notice that there is nothing wrong here. You can notice your body, your image. It's not your body image, and to say, this and rose, one and the same. Wow. And I should protect or should do something in order to survive. I'm here in this dangerous place, but suddenly, there is only God. Everything appears as this. So this is love, health, and it's absolutely free. Right now, in this very moment, totality choose to appear as this,
Wow, watch out.
Yeah.
I kind of feel it, but I don't understand it. So that's probably a good start.
There is no need to understand.
Exactly.
Yes. Notice why. Because here is a doubt, fear. Can you notice?
Yeah.
That there is something. Това може да направи нещо грешно.
Maybe there is a feeling that this here can do something wrong, is doing something wrong, or it might not do things right. I mean, we want to do things right. This is like a pattern for all of us. We don't know, we don't want to be wrong.
And everything is seen through this filter of wrongness, of unworthiness, of separation, of trauma, because all the story about separate self is traumatic.
I kind of understand it, or even feel it, if I think the human body as empty, like empty vessel, empty organism that moves by itself, that there is no one inside. When I keep that in mind, then I kind of
Not
feel
like
that
this. Yes, but this is
there are
not
no
like this. Yeah. Everything is gold. So nothing like a sky, let's say, appear as all the stars and sun
And roses and bodies.
yeah, and this is how to
Yeah.
say sun or stars are empty from self, from something. This is also the sky.
yeah.
In this meaning, there is not like a bodies without head walking around.
And when you say vessel, this is a good spiritual like a what is that spiritual label? A vessel. I've heard that. Vessel of what? What this vessel
Yes.
vessel? What is in the vessel? Someone in the vessel
No.
float through life?
No, empty vessels.
Yeah, but this is beauty. Notice that this is beauty. The meaning of this.
Yeah.
No, of this also, but this is beautiful. Right now in this very moment.
Yeah.
Like a
Thank you.
rose is blossom, human is
Humaning.
humaning.
Mm.
But this gold, so, oh, I'm home everywhere. Of course,
This is language, yeah.
yeah, but this is for this to heal the trauma of separation is this is work. Yeah, I'm at home everywhere. I'm called.
I'm held. I'm taken care of. I'm loved.
Oh, yeah. I can rest here. The trust
Develops, yeah.
develop. Yeah. And if someone says you are not good enough, yes, but this is God. You are too yellow. Okay. This is your opinion. This cannot change anything. Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You are welcome, Tommy.
Mm.
Yeah. The notion of observer is also very common. But eventually it needs to drop as well. It is the safety ground, but there is no safety ground. Did you experience that you are the observer? Can you share something about that? Because I didn't. I am observing everything as if somewhere apart from what's happening, and I'm here watching that.
For me, this is just explanation because how to say there is a habit to put everything is in boxes, so there is nothing appear as this. So I'm nothing, and I'm not this. So this can play whatever it wants. So there is a separation, duality. But when this is God, and then there is no boundaries. There are no limitation, no boundaries. So you can expand. Yeah. And for me now, my understanding is that this is the shortcut to realize what is going on
Which is the shortcut.
through this traumatic self-story.
Yeah, but the way is not like the ways to be with those.
Yes.
With an immense feeling of shame, guilt, anger.
Yeah. And that's why we made this retreat in Thassos. So there is 1 week
Just be with
to
that.
dissolve.
To be with whatever
This-
is arising.
Oh, yeah, this is wrong. I'm that even more.
Usually when feeling of shame appears and or a guilt or whatever unpleasant sensation is there, usually the pattern is to avoid that in any cost. Like we all know that we avoid those. But when we turn inward and just be with that, with whatever is happening at the moment, no matter how intense the shame is, or the fear, or the anger. And yeah, let's see what is going to happen. I have the feeling I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. And in the end, well, I obviously I didn't die.
Yeah, but the feeling says it's better to die
Yeah.
than to feel this.
Yeah, this is what the feeling says.
And invitation is no. Feel it and let's see who will die. And,
Yeah. And of course, this comes with sitting like that and looking at experience. It's not going to happen when we just delude ourselves. It's not going to happen like that. It's not with the magic stick. If there is no doer doesn't mean things are not being done. Don't be deluded by that.
Yeah, this is not a stupidity. Just idea of I'm separate self, and then all the how to say the power or creativity and possibility are shut down, are closed, because you should survive to try to not feel the feelings here.
It's a hard job.
24/7
Hard job.
Yeah. And it's and then you can blossom. Nothing to do.
Also something which came just this last hour. I had I interviewed a lovely lady, and I'm going to post the video probably tomorrow. You are going to watch that. And she was sharing something very touched me very deeply, that when we are drawn to spirituality, we are drawn there by this feeling of like this desire. What are you doing? To avoid unpleasant sensations and feelings. And when we hear that like when we see through the idea of separation and all that will dissolve, we are quite surprised, not in a good way, because seeing through the separate self doesn't dissolve unprocessed shit. And by unprocessed shit, these are artificial, delusional feelings, like invented feelings. Like there is no such thing as shame. An animal is not experiencing a shame. So shame, guilt, or what else? Fear. Yeah, fear. Okay. But shame and guilt mostly. Shame is a big one.
Yeah, and all the protection mechanisms which are still working, like this doggy here, constantly. Oh, there is only gold. This is gold, not. Yeah, the problem of the ego is that ego is too small and limited.
Hey, share something, whatever. Just say how you are. It doesn't need to be related, connected to the topic, to this topic, because it's all connected anyway.
I'm
Mhm.
so glad you brought this topic today, because this morning I was feeling really restless. There was this really intense restlessness. And when I looked, there was a belief that I'm separate from God because I'm not worthy. And then I realized, no, it's the opposite.
Yes.
I feel unworthy because of that feeling of separation. And it's so healing the separation, healing the feeling of unworthiness dissolves the separation
Yeah,
just
that's true.
immediately.
Yeah, because there is no separation.
Mhm.
No
Yes.
separation.
Created.
Yeah, wonderful.
So beautiful. And then
Yeah.
the restlessness also just dissolved. And a feeling of contentment came.
Mhm, mhm.
It
Yeah,
reminded me, go ahead.
No, you. Please.
It reminded me of original sin, that we have talked about
Yeah.
here, that the idea that we're separated from God because we're bad.
Yeah, but this is unescapable. Yeah, because mom's love is accepted like that. Only this is my mom. Only she take care about me, and she protect me from the dangerous world.
Mm.
And you're lost. And it is start from the beginning. Yeah. Mhm.
And it's inevitable and it's unescapable. Yeah.
But this is gold appear as mumming, as saving, and yeah. Mhm.
Can you say
Wonderful.
more?
Yeah.
Can you say more about
Yeah.
how small the ego is? Is it because the thought of an I, that one little thought, can't conceive of all that? Is that what you mean by so small, the ego?
Yeah. Ego is, I say that the problem of the ego is that ego is too small. So ego say, I'm separate, I'm this, my power is this, whatever I can do. I see enemies everywhere. I expect troubles every moment. uh,
Too small.
this is the problem of the ego. And uh, your poss your possibilities are limited because you should survive every moment. There is no power to blossom because it's растеш само на будли.
I
No,
don't know
you,
how
but
to.
if this rose is separate and should survive, there is no,
There will be no blossoming.
but
Only these strings.
only because to protect itself from the world, and there is no power to blossom. And this is the meaning of the ego is too small. And when you see that everything is gold, so what? Къде ти да отидеш?
Whenever I go,
It's only gold. You accept it. You're at home. All this nothing appear as this God. Like, oh, nothing is wrong here.
there are no mistakes.
No mistake here. Yeah, and then thoughts. This is a tool only to plan to catch the flight. Five survive. Run, survive.
Breathe.
Shame on you.
Breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, thoughts can be so helpful. We are learning French thanks to this energy, to this intellect, thoughts. Otherwise, it can't be possible. It won't be.
But doesn't need.
He doesn't need to learn French. True. There are a lot of questions here or comments. Would you like? No, we are not. Not. Oh, okay. We are going to look the questions or in the comments later on.
Jahara, do you want
Would
to?
you like to say something, to share something else?
How you feel with this answer?
No, just to reflect.
I'm curious about reading through your guys' threads on LU.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love the way that you express it here. And I also just feel like, you can say this to people, and then, but then I guess I don't know how, by you saying it, I don't know, anything's possible maybe, but by explaining it, it can just turn into something you have to convince them of in their mind instead of
Yeah, that's true.
how they experience. Like, I'm curious to see how you guys do it on LU to get them to really experience it, as opposed to just agreeing that, oh, yeah, I guess I could change my perspective. I guess I could see it, like, you know what I mean? Because there's like understanding it, and then there's just, I really don't know the difference between like belief and knowing. I don't know what happened. I don't know how I just all of a sudden knew, because I was listening to it for so many years and I would watch all the videos, but then until I came to LU and I was questioning more and more on a deeper, I don't know how, do you know what I mean? Like, you're not just trying to convince people of this. This is something that.
No, not at
Yeah.
all. Not at all. This is not
Yeah.
this doesn't work.
Yeah, but this is the beauty. So you find that there is only God. You are God, and so humanness, humanity can be expressed how you feel. So here, expressions like this. I try to sing, but Luchana is not very happy. So maybe
Maybe
this roles can be, this cannot become something other. So
yeah, and I can share from experience that both ways in the forum we are asking questions mainly, and the questions are for those who are curious to check their own beliefs. So there is no belief which is true, and we are. I mean, yeah, this is how it works basically. So we are asking questions, and if the one who is there, seemingly there is no one, you're talking with yourself only, is like curious to look what's happening at experience, and there is a readiness, curiosity, and openness, very quickly there will like this seeing this happening. This is one way. The other way is just to sit with someone and sit with all the unprocessed stuff. This is also a way. Basically, everything is a way, a door. And sitting with someone with their day-to-day things which come up is also a way. It depends.
But in the forum also we can ask, I feel wrong. Okay, find the wrong one, and you're trying. Only thoughts. Okay, so
Goodbye.
there is no one wrong. But
Yeah.
and then someone say this emotional body or emotions are coming, and yeah, you can say that this is from our childhood, this is trauma, this is whatever we say, but can be healed. Yeah. Because when you see that in front of you there is only God, and when God is doubting, I'm not good enough, I'm not.
You can just point, but you look, that's not true. That's not true. And
Why
also,
you believe this?
and
But
also
someone said me, someone. This,
a very beautiful recognition may happen when we gather like that or in person. I mean, in person is I maybe it's a little bit stronger because there is very like immediate resonance, and Tommy can confirm that here because we were together in Stockholm in Sweden, and like the second meeting was blast. I mean, was like people in the room. We were like everyone was like, "Ah!" There was such an immediate resonance. Immediate, there was no need to speak even. Literally, there was no need to speak. Like just like reflecting one another. It's like, but of course, but yes.
Yeah, it's like some kind of energetic transmission. I can't explain it, but it's, yeah, I felt it at least. And
Yes, I know exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's not here. It's not happening here. Something is happening beyond that.
the
And
body,
it's
the body is absorbing something that the mind doesn't really know, but there's something happening. Yeah.
Yes.
might just say, what is going on here?
Mine is like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What? And
Right. That was at that Kundalini thing, right?
Tantra.
Tantra festival.
Oh, Tantra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tantra festival.
Yeah.
These guys are amazing there. They're pointing the same thing with no words, like with the dance, with
Yeah,
breathing
they're not familiar with this, but
at all.
energy is here, and this traumatic contraction and shame or
They can release there very easily. And when the contraction and shame is released, recognition comes like that. Because there are no
protection.
obstacle protections. Yeah. But yeah, it is random. Like you said, Jahara, it's so random. It can happen like when you wash your dishes, walking the dog.
Yeah, I could see when you say about the shame releasing, how that is a strong energetic block, kind of, because I remember like when I had the moment, like there was something there that my thoughts were trying to shame me about something that happened. And I just started questioning them, like, should I really be ashamed? And then that was what, poof, like,
Yes.
oh, like, oh, my thoughts were really, really trying to shame me. And like, I wasn't falling for it. And that, like, I just feel like thinking about that, how much we do that to children, and because we need them to comply. So many parents need to use shame because it's such a strong tool to get your kids to do what you want them to do.
That's true.
And
That's
it's just so sad, yeah, that's kind of part of like how the self becomes so strong, and how that happens. I mean, I guess it's just a story too, but I could see the connection there, like,
yeah. There is a sadness there as well.
yeah.
There was a lot of grief when that was so obvious that I inevitably was shaming my kid as well. Inevitably, like it's so inevitable. You cannot not do that in a way. There is no you, but there is this. It's society thing, It's like social conditioning, which is playing, and it's very strong. I mean,
Yeah.
conditioning sucks you, no matter if it is seen through self or not seen. It sucks you like. And if there is no like clear looking and seeing what's going on, Again, you are lost.
Lubo, what are you thinking? Your eyes are.
Say something about the conditioning. Say something about this.
Yesterday, our neighbor came in our house with, he has a small little girl,
8 months.
8 months.
Beautiful baby, adorable.
And this is beautiful too. So freedom is here, freedom is there. So, yeah. And there is playing, then she trying to put in the electricity. No, sorry. There is honesty. It's a tick tick. No way to put there.
Yeah, but
The-
you do not shame a baby, but like when this baby is no more baby, and there will be like, oh, shame on you. In
Oh
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching a video of my husband holding our baby, and so loving and so much love and compassion and kindness and sweet. And then I thought, when they're babies, we don't shame them as much because we know that they're so innocent, and also because they don't have that, they don't know that they're self yet. But then once they start to become, oh, I can do this and say no to my dad, that now that goes out the window, because now here is this little self against this big self, and this big self has to say, no, I'm bigger and stronger, and no, don't do that.
Yeah,
And you should be ashamed, like you started with the how the trauma starts with, you should be ashamed of yourself, and you're wrong for that. And here's how. Yeah.
But you have a possibility to notice that when you act with your children from the freedom, so there is mothering appears
Mothering in
with
action.
love, freedom, but also with how to say it? It's
Thoroughness, so that directness.
yeah. This is
Yes.
sorry, mom, but it's
Yes.
better because this and that. It's the things like they are. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. It still happens. It still happens that I can keep them safe.
Mm.
It still happens that I can say, no, we're not doing that right now.
Yeah, and also you can talk about the feeling with your child when he's something. But why? Because you said this. Yeah, I said because it is dangerous. My experience is this and that, and
also
I'm
it's
not
okay
to
to be
shame
sad.
you. Also.
Yeah, and
Oh.
also it's okay to be sad. I mean, it's
Yeah.
okay to experience sadness, to cry. There is nothing wrong with that. When I used to cry, I think it was my grandmother used to say, "Don't cry so much. The head is going to hurt you so bad. Stop crying."
That's the thing.
Yeah,
No.
stop crying immediately.
No one can take the crying. No one can. They weren't allowed to feel the sad, so now they can't see somebody else be sad. It's too much. Stop crying. No, don't cry. I don't want to feel this. Don't feel it either. Don't cry. Stop.
Yeah, because I feel guilt. You are crying, and this is my fault. But no, this is not my fault. Why you are crying? I feel this. Okay, feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming you for feeling that.
Yeah, I'm not blaming you
Something like
at
that.
all.
Mm,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. But even as a mother too, I can still feel. I feel something of a compassion when they cry. But I say, I see it's sad, yeah. It feels sad, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. But it's still there. It's not like, oh, I don't care. They cry.
Of course, it's
But
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Mm. Yeah. Mm. I'm going to check. Would you like to say something? Oh,
Wow.
where
Yeah, a lot of-
where are the classes? Or you can write, or you can read. Yeah, we are here in YouTube, guys. bear with us. Okay. Is it enough just to feel and be aware of the feelings caused by the trauma, or we have to dig deeper in some consciousness to find the root of the trauma? Danko, that's a very nice nice question. I mean, yeah, it's a good question. So I can't speak from experience a lot, because the things about trauma are not like, not that I'm not familiar. I read about that, or I have the experience about that. So from my experience, it's not enough only to stay with the feeling. Like, it's okay to stay with the feeling, but the feeling needs to be examined, so to speak. Something like, if there is a lot of sadness or grief, and yeah, we can stay as long as we want with that, and we can ask, what would you like to say? I mean, we can communicate with that. What would it say if it has a voice? Can be one of the questions. What would you like to say? And when something comes, even a word, or maybe sometimes nothing comes, just thoughts about something, like as thoughts, not as. And this is the way unconscious stuff becomes conscious. This is the way things from the dark comes here to be seen. And this is not, this is not already unconscious, no, anymore unconscious. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I think I start cutting because I had almost 2 hours something before that.
So there is a
This is not
little
interesting,
trap,
but,
just to know that
go-
someone goes to work with feelings all
someone
life.
someone is
So no need
asking.
to this.
Okay, sorry. I would try to read the other comments,
Okay.
because you are not saying goat like goat, not God, and that's why people are thinking that you are talking about God. There is nothing else, but not even God. Lubo is talking not about a God, I mean God. He's speaking about goat. Goat.
Metal.
And now, if you have triggered by Lubo's English, this is an invitation to look the trigger. I mean, here, yeah, he was speaking about goat, not God.
Gold.
Yeah,
Yes,
goat.
gold.
Okay. Emptiness, silence, love. All words are meaningless. Yeah, eye of the heart. All words are meaningless. You are absolutely right. All words are meaningless, exactly like the eye of the heart has no meaning, yet there is a title picked and put it there. Words are all we have. We can use those words knowing that they're empty. That's true. You're absolutely right. Would you like to say something? Good evening from UK. Hi, Sue. Good evening. Do you think to leave do you think to relieve trauma in a safe settling is beneficial for the character? Do you think to relieve trauma in a safe setting is beneficial for the character? Мислите ли дали да преживееш травмата в безопасна обстановка хубаво е дали хубаво за характера? I'm translating the Lubo question. So one of the questions is, do you think that relieve the trauma is beneficial for the character?
Yes, but the problem is the character, because trauma appears because of the character.
Not because something else, yeah.
So there is me separate, and this over there says something to me, and his words traumatized me. And to see that there is only freedom, that's why we say everything is gold.
Not gold.
Nothing is wrong with this, which is wrong.
Yeah, which is thought to be wrong. And
yeah, and there is only protective mechanism. So trauma is protection. Something is coming, say,
no,
No, I protect, but there is only freedom. Nothing is here to be protected. Doesn't matter. I protect. This is my job. I'm free. No, 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 no. Don't go there. No, everything is freedom. No, no, no. No. And suddenly, this protective mechanism, this
I'm just looking
trauma
on the
is
internet.
seminopresne.
You passed through it. I would like to
Passed through.
share something. This is not from experience, but this is something from I was witnessing about relieve the trauma in a safety environment. So I was a witness. I was there in this retreat gathering when a girl shared that she had a very traumatic experience as a young lady. I mean, as a teenager, something sexual, some kind of abuse. I don't know. I'm not sure. So she was sharing that she had a lot of sessions with therapist or a lot of, I mean, she worked a lot with that,
The
probably
character works a lot,
a lot,
to
like
feel
10
better.
years, 15 years, 20, I don't know how many years. But what happened to that event was that she was able to feel her grief, her sadness about that. And that changed dramatically the experience, but not the character. I mean, the character was, what to say, I don't know. So what changes dramatically the experience was the openness or permission or whatever you may call it, or the invitation to feel the grief, the sadness that it happened like that. Not why it happened, not who is guilty, not why, what can be changed. No, she was compelled or like invited kindly and gently to experience her sadness about that, her grief. That changes the game. This is
Yeah.
what I observed. This is not my experience, but I was there, so I can.
Yeah, and the beauty is that there is no such thing as character. This is imagined structure. This is from our childhood. Mom is taking, you are my sweet small little boy or girl, and ting, image appear. I'm something little small and separate. And all the stories then stick to this image.
Elliot is writing something here. I think it's more as a comment. I'm going to read that. When the word guilt is used, it often is used in two different meanings. First, guilt as self-attack. That, as you say, is not helpful. That, yeah, true. And second, guilt as a remorse with a wish to repair. When we acknowledge we hurt someone, a natural part of love. Yeah, that's true. The new age fantasy that all forms of guilt are only a misunderstanding. Are as much a spiritual fantasy as imagining sadness or anger would disappear forever. Yeah, that's true. Pros and guys, the thing about words is that it is always about how we use them. Yeah, that's true, of course, because meaning is imagination. Words are neutral sounds of shapes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Words are neutral sounds of shapes. Yeah. Roy. Hey, Roy. If you have trauma, you need therapy. Non-dual understanding is not enough. It can help, though. Absolutely agree with you, Roy. Non-duality is going to make the trauma feeling worse. Absolutely worse. If you are keen to speak like radical non-duality guys, which I won't say anything wrong about that, because there is nothing wrong in anything. But if you have some yeah, trauma issues, go to therapy and feel what's there. You need a therapist that understands non-duality. Best of both worlds, that's for sure. Therapist, which is, yeah, Royce. Roy suggests therapists don't do therapist. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Agree.
but I think when okay, sorry for the word, but when non-duality is lived,
yeah,
then you can help in some way. If this desire appear from here, because you can see the innocent, the freedom, and the gold in front of you.
Goat.
Gold in front of
Goat. I'm going to do like that.
you. Yeah, and
The rose in front of you.
all beliefs just to point.
Yeah,
When you
I'm not a
point,
therapist. I'm not a therapist. I'm not claiming that I'm a non-dual, some kind of a therapist, but when I speak with people, sometimes things come up and things are being released, and that's a natural thing. Not that I'm doing something special there. No, we are just sitting with open hearts, with willingness to look what's here.
yeah,
And when we are willing to look what's here, things from the unconscious, well, from the dark matter, come up and are seen.
yeah, and
That's what's happening.
when you see that in front of you there is no self also, it is
Yeah.
easy to.
Yes, so easy.
There is no one in trouble there.
Mhm.
There is only protective mechanism, only traumatic stories and emotions. Only.
Yeah.
There is no one traumatized.
And of course you can go to therapy. I had a client in the forum, a guy. Do you remember this guy? When we go very deep, and there was a fear there, and he left, and he said, he asked me, "Are you certified to ask me these questions?" And I said, "No, I'm not." And he said, "Oh, this is very deep matter. I'm not sure that it's okay for me," and he left. So this is what fear is doing also. So I asked him to look, I don't know what.
Yeah, can you imagine? There
Probably-
is a belief, thought say this mental construction, this protection mechanism says you this place is forbidden for you to look there.
You should
For
go to
you cannot look what is here because protection no.
protection
If
in
you
Bulgaria.
if you look there, you go crazy.
Yeah.
Or you need some kind of authority to tell you that it's okay to look there.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
And the only
If she's not an
authority.
authority, I need to make sure that it's somebody who's approved
Yes,
to
yes.
Yeah,
ask me these questions about myself, about this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Аз не си позволявам на себе си
I am not allowing myself to look.
to look there and you dare to ask me this to look there. So,
Yeah.
Are you
And the truth is that you are your own authority, and some may sit next to you as a friend. You don't need anyone else. You don't need any authority, any teacher, any guru, anything. Anything. I mean, anything. That's the whole truth.
yeah, but
You can sit with someone,
but
of course.
you can have yeah, but this thought, this voice here, I'm the who is speaking there? I don't know what you do. Who is speaking there? Who is there? What is there? Nothing. Trauma is just narrative, nothing. Like
Yeah,
a
and
radio
sensations, and
radio
sensations,
station.
and sensations.
And when you say you are nothing, you say, I'm not nothing. Okay.
Roy is right.
You're nothing.
What's going on with trauma is that is in the body, and you need to feel it, and it's in the body under the 50,000 layers. That's true, and it can be terrifying to meet this. Yeah, agree. I agree. Traditional therapy is not going to help. Yeah, I also think that traditional therapy.
But we are not familiar with
Yeah, we are not
therapy,
familiar.
You cannot say.
We are not saying anything. We are not going to say anything. That's true. No,
But
we are not
you-
selling anything
You
here.
can say that. So
Go to therapy if you
there
have.
is not thoughts which are
There are.
there are not thoughts which are someone or someone's thoughts. No such thing.
Mhm. We are almost in the end. If someone wants to share something, feel free to share and to say something if you want to. Next week, Monday, we are going to Greece. Yeah.
Yeah, Monday we're in Greece. Yeah.
And waiting for you there, for you to come. Barbara is here. Yeah, there is this in desire, this longing for the sea, for that. I don't know.
Barbara's going?
Agrees.
Oh my God, how exciting. Aw.
We are going to be there month and or a little bit more. I don't know how exactly. And in the end of of June, we will be there with few friends for a week to dive together. Yeah, to just meet this stuff together. This is what we are going to do.
We meet all these patterns, this protection. No, 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 no. Who says no? Who is this one who says no, no, no? You are not good enough. What? And this belief that there is someone responsible for someone's experience. So
Someone else's experience.
yeah, if because I say this, because there is feeling of this or there is such a reaction, I am guilt because this guy in front of me feels something else. But but this is not. You are not
happening?
responsible for the
Sorry, guys.
other's experience, for someone's experience. And this is freedom. Yeah.
But next week we are going to have closed meeting. You are most welcome to join. Closed, I mean, it's not closed, it's open for everyone,
But it's not in YouTube.
it's not on YouTube. It's more intimate and everyone can freely share and be there, because I understand that not everyone is feeling good with being exposed like that
On YouTube. Yeah.
or on YouTube. I mean,
So and let's finish like this
just to check.
to check. Just check.
Sounds glorious.
I'm absolutely free. Whatever is coming is okay. Whatever is coming through here, the feeling is freedom. I'm like this rose. I can blossom here. And you can check the protective mechanisms.
Mm.
Mhm. And you are free from this protective mechanism and from all voices which are shame on you. Okay. Ще ли в YouTube?
Yes, I'm going to see what else is there in YouTube.
And we'll finish.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. What is the body other than the current sensation? Yeah, a body is a label. No one is saying that there is a body. Sounds glorious.
Yeah, but how we say you are totality, you have infinite layers. So you can go to the gym and to build this body,
Or you can lay
or
on a
can make a
couch.
tool or whatever.
You can lay on a couch as well.
Yeah,
Eat junk all day long and night and do whatever you want to do.
but
There are no
yeah,
restrictions.
but there is no need to believe that you are something in this color sensations, but you can enjoy it. When you make love, there's a lot of sensations. Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
no, I'm space. No, you can enjoy whatever you want. There's no need to.
To label that.
Yeah.
So good. If you want to be notified about the meetings, message me, send me an email. I'm going to put my email on the description, or I'm going to put it in the chat probably. Can you write it here? My email, because okay, I'm going to write it. Yeah, send me an email and I'm going to put you in the mailing list and you will be notified. Email come. Okay. I think. Is it okay? Let's check. Luchana, go. Yes. You can reach me or Lubo. We can look at these things together if you want to. We are guiding in the Forum Liberation Unleashed. There is over there. Oh, I forget what I want to say. There are so many things in my just my thoughts. I'm a little bit tired. Sorry about that. When I got tired and this here stopped working. Eventually, Lubo starts speaking only in English, so I don't need to translate. Thanks God, because it was so tiring.
What or gold?
God, thanks God. But I had something before that, and then I was really tired. A little.
Okay. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you,
See you.
and bye. See you soon. Much love, everyone. Much love.
Much love.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you, everyone. here
Thank
on
you.
Zoom.
Love you. Bye.
Love you
Love
too.
you. Bye-bye.
And also everyone on YouTube for your beautiful questions and comments. I really appreciate that, guys. We are doing this every other week. So yeah, come, join, share, reflect.
Yeah, you are perfection.
You are
You and this are
not
made from
two.
one and the same.
not goat.
Gold. Gold.
And also a goat, GOLD is also a word. Let's not forget that as
Yeah.
well.
Mhm.
Goat